Hello and welcome to the latest venture from Alan Ayckbourn's official website. I'm Simon Murgatroyd, Alan Ayckbourn's archivist and administrator of www.alanayckbourn.net. Today is Sir Alan Ayckbourn's birthday. Happy birthday, Alan. And it seems an appropriate day to begin this new venture by looking at who Alan Ayckbourn actually is. Now, if you're watching this channel, you've probably got a pretty good idea in your mind already who Alan Ayckbourn is. But I just thought it was worth going back to the basics and explaining factually what Alan Ayckbourn has achieved in his life. So this, for the first video, is my guide to Alan Ayckbourn. Alan Ayckbourn is one of the world's most popular and prolific professional playwrights. He has written, as of 2021, 85 full-length plays and more than 25 reviews and other notable works. He is also an acclaimed director who Arthur Miller once said had directed the definitive version of his play A View from the Bridge. Alan was born in Hampstead on the 12th of April 1939. His mother was Irene Maud Worley, better known as the successful women's writer Mary James. His father was Horace Ayckbourn, who was the lead violinist at the London Symphony Orchestra. He was educated at Haileybury and left school at 17 to pursue a career in the theatre, immediately gaining a job with the theatre impresario Sir Donald Wolfett, the last of the great theatre actor managers. He worked with Donald Wolfett at the Edinburgh Festival, where he played a soldier in a 3-week run of The Strong Are Lonely. He then went on to work as an actor and stage manager in Worthing, Leatherhead and Oxford, before being employed in 1957 as a stage manager and actor at the Library Theatre in Scarborough. The Library Theatre had been founded in 1955 by Stephen Joseph and was home to the UK's first professional theatre in the round company, Studio Theatre Limited. Alan was inspired by Stephen Joseph, who became a mentor and father figure to him, and he encouraged Alan to both write and direct, having realised that Alan wasn't going to become one of the greatest actors in the world. Alan's first professional writing commission was inadvertently inspired by his acting career though, when he complained about a role he was playing to Stephen. Stephen immediately threw down the gauntlet, saying that if he wanted better roles, he'd better write one himself. So Alan wrote The Square Cat, which was an immediate success for the company in the summer of 1959 and led to an immediate second commission, Love After All. Alan continued to act and write for the Library Theatre until 1962, when he was involved in the formation of the Victoria Theatre in Stoke-on-Trent with Stephen Joseph and Peter Cheeseman. This was the country's first permanent theatre in the round venue, and Alan premiered 2 plays there: Christmas vs. Mastermind, which nobody talks about, and Mr. Whatnot. This was produced in London in 1964 and was Alan's first transfer to the West End. It was a disaster. The production only ran for 2 weeks and received such a critical mauling that Alan vowed to leave theatre and got a job in the BBC as a radio drama producer based in Leeds, where he worked for 5 years. He did continue writing though, mainly thanks to Stephen Joseph's influence. And in 1965 he also wrote Meet My Father for the Library Theatre. This was his breakout success. 2 years later, under the title Relatively Speaking, it opened in the West End and made Alan's name literally famous overnight. In quick succession, plays such as How the Other Half Loves, Absurd Person Singular and the Norman Conquest trilogy established Alan Ayckbourn as one of the country's most popular and successful playwrights. Approximately half of his plays have subsequently transferred to the West End or the National Theatre, and in 1975 he held the record for having the most productions running simultaneously in the West End. His work has been translated into more than 35 languages, and his plays are frequently produced around the world. Stephen Joseph died in 1967, and Alan was one of a team of people who helped keep the Library Theatre going. He was closely involved with it throughout the next 5 years, writing, directing, and from 1969 to 1970 being the director of productions. This led in 1972 to Alan being appointed the artistic director of the Library Theatre. He would stay in that role until 2009, and during that time he oversaw the company's move to the Stephen Joseph Theatre in the Round, its second home, and its current home, the Stephen Joseph Theatre in the centre of Scarborough in the former Odeon building. After 37 years in the role, Alan stepped down as artistic director in March 2009. Concurrent to this, and almost as significant as his playwriting career, Alan's directing career also flourished. He directed his first play in 1961, Gaslight, at the Library Theatre, and in 1963 directed the world premiere of one of his own plays for the first time. Since 1967, he has directed the world premiere of every single one of his plays, and since 1977 has directed all but one of the West End premieres of his plays. He has directed more than 350 productions in his life, and he is regarded as one of the most preeminent Theatre in the Round directors in the world. Alan is hugely committed to Theatre in the Round, for which he has written the majority of his plays. It is always worth remembering that when he stages a play in London or they are performed in the proscenium arch, it's a step away from his original intention. It has frequently been stated that the definitive production of an Ayckbourn play is in Scarborough, in the Round, with Alan's own ensemble company. Alan has been recognised consistently throughout his life and has received more than 35 major awards and honours, including 2 Oliviers, a Tony and 2 Molières. He was the 1992 Cameron McIntosh Professor of Contemporary Theatre at Oxford University, and he has been inducted into the American Theatre's Hall of Fame and is the only playwright to have received both the special awards from the Tonys and the Oliviers. In 1987 he received a CBE, and in 1997 he was knighted for services to theatre, the first playwright to be knighted since Terence Rattigan. He's not only been a success in the UK though, he has also had phenomenal success around the world, including in America, where his plays have regularly been staged. More than 25 of his plays have been produced on or off Broadway, and in 1975 he held the record for having the most plays running simultaneously on Broadway, the Norman Conquest trilogies and Absurd Person Singular. In February 2006, Alan suffered a stroke, leading to the announcement in June 2007 that he would step down as the artistic director of the Stephen Joseph Theatre. On 31st of March 2009, he stepped down after 37 years in the role, but he continues to be very closely associated with the company, and in 2018 he was appointed the Director Emeritus of the company, marking his outstanding contributions and achievements to the Stephen Joseph Theatre. And now 82 years old, Sir Alan is still writing and he's still directing. Most of his work is premiered at the Stephen Joseph Theatre, and he has a new play coming this summer, The Girl Next Door. He's very proud of all he has achieved in Scarborough, and one of his greatest achievements is his commitment and championing of regional theatre in the UK. He has always returned to Scarborough, where he continues to direct the world premieres and revivals of his plays. That, in a nutshell, is who Alan Ayckbourn is and what he has achieved in his long and very accomplished life. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you'll join us again in the future when we start looking more in depth into Alan's plays and his work in theatre. In the meantime, thank you for watching this first vlog. I hope you'll come back and watch again in the future, and if you have any inquiries at all that perhaps we can answer in future vlogs, then please email me at admin@alanayckbourn.net. And if you want to know anything else about Alan Ayckbourn's life and career, well, there's 3,500 pages about it on his official website, www.alanayckbourn.net. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.